Chelsea was quite close to success. They were finishing second, third. They were reaching Champions League semi-final. Even in the years before, a beautiful tradition of winning domestic cups, getting to Wembley and bringing the cup home. Lots of good players, and of course, a new period for the club. You know, the owner, the CEO, the structure. So I think I come in a moment where that was the job. The job was to win it. The job was to bring Chelsea to that dimension. There are not big clubs without a trophy room, and Chelsea at that moment, Chelsea needs to win the Premier League, and I think the way we did it was very strong. It was 2 in a row, bump, and then the third season finish second and win 2 cups, the 2 domestic cups. Also very, very close to the Champions League victories. So it was a big impact, and I think it lasted for years, because after that Chelsea stayed at that level, won again and kept winning cups, and finally the Champions League. So I think that was the step, that was the job. We come for that job. Obviously, then you think, okay, I'm going to stay for more years. I'm going to work with a different profile. But that was the job, and I felt that was the job, and I felt that the job was very adapted to my mentality, which is go to win. I was following the Premier League, and because we were since the quarterfinals of the Champions League with Chelsea in the same basket, I was also preparing myself to play them, and we were together in the semi-finals. And the day after I qualified for the final, I came to Stamford Bridge for the Chelsea Monaco game to analyze them and probably to be my opponent. So I was really aware of the potential of the team, a team that at that time I could split in players that I really love, and I think they have the level to reach the next level with Chelsea. Some of others probably not so much. And then when I joined, there were already decisions made, fantastic decisions. Would be easy for me now to say, Peter Cech, come with me, or Aaron Robben, come with me. No, they come to Chelsea at the same time as me, but 3 decisions made before I arrive. We go to pre-season, and in pre-season was like a confrontation between my ideas and the way I analyze my players, even in friendlies. And then I thought was very important to play like Ricardo, which was proven that he was for many years really top, and that structure of Peter, Ricardo, and Terry was like a steel triangle that was fundamental for that team. And then Didier was the kind of player that I analyze a lot, because we play against Marseille in the Champions League, and I thought that profile of player is really the profile of the Premier League. And again, was fantastic decisions. But in relation to that, we go back to our history as coaches, and we always have great decisions and also not so good decisions. was important to win against a direct rival in the context of 38 matches. You cannot lose many points, especially at home against direct rivals, if you want to win the title. I thought was very important because there was not a contradiction between our words to the players, our ambitions, and then the result of the match. If you say this season is to be champion and then the first match you lose 2 or 3-0 at home with the direct rival, you give one step back. So was one step forward. Was a big relation between that match and what we tried to give to the team in pre-season, which was mental strength, being compact, tactical discipline, and then be really ambitious on that approach that sometimes I call it the all-in approach. You have to put everything in that game, in every minute of the game, in every second of the game, is all in, is your quality, is your power, is your physical power, is your aggression, is your emotional control. You have to put everything, is all in. And that game was one of these matches where you could feel the all in. Is one of these matches where I feel the game is 90 minutes, but could be 900 minutes. They wouldn't score. And we would always win the match. Always the most important thing is to reach the objective, to reach the target. And the target was to win the Premier League. So then how you did it, is it important? Yes, it's important. We were defensively phenomenal. We were almost unbeatable. And not just the word unbeatable, because that can sometimes take you in a direction where nobody can beat you. We beat everybody, scoring a lot of goals, playing absolutely fantastic, dominant football, because we were really dominant. But then, when we were in front, we had that ability, we had that capacity to kill teams in transition. In the first season, I remember that we were top of the league since September, and in September the media and everybody was saying, they will collapse before Christmas, and then they will collapse after Christmas, and then they will collapse in Easter, and then they never collapsed. But the reality is that the team had that kind of positive atmosphere. Also, the players' profile was fantastic. The relation between them was really good, and I think everybody was really committed since the beginning. And the second season was even easier than the first one, because the second we were even more dominant.